Hey everyone, welcome back to Wild Wild Trials, continuing coverage of the Hernandez murder trial. Today is day 25, and today we got to see the gun. We saw a surveillance video from Hernandez's own home that shows him holding what appears to be a black firearm. At the same time, prosecutors allege he was leaving with Ernest Wallace and Carlos Ortiz to drive down to pick up Odin Lloyd, where they then drove him to an industrial park where he was shot and killed. We also saw a surveillance video of Hernandez holding what appears to be the same firearm shortly after prosecutors say Lloyd was shot and killed, after him, Wallace, and Ortiz returned in a damaged Nissan Altima. We also saw footage the next day of Hernandez walking down into his basement holding what appears to be a firearm or firearm cartridge. Prosecutors called an expert from Glock, the gun manufacturer, who came in and testified that this, in fact, looked to him like a .45 caliber Glock pistol. Defense attorneys have argued previously that this wasn't a gun, that it could possibly be an iPad or a television remote. Here are a couple of photos for you to look at. You tell me what you think. We also heard testimony earlier this morning from the director of security at the W Hotel in downtown Boston, where Odin Lloyd and Hernandez were at 2 nights before the murder. If you remember yesterday, we heard testimony from a valet supervisor who said that he observed Hernandez put a black handgun into his waistband. This valet supervisor then told the director of security, who then observed Hernandez. The director of security said he watched Hernandez from approximately 10 feet away, said he was wearing tight clothing and he didn't observe a bulge where a firearm would be, either in his waistband or in the front pouch of the sweatshirt where his hands were. While this doesn't exactly refute the testimony from the valet supervisor yesterday, it doesn't help it either. What we do know, it seems, from the last 2 days of gun testimony is that Hernandez had access to a firearm. Combining this with all of the housekeeper testimony previously, saying that there were guns pretty much all over his house, the question of whether or not Hernandez had a handgun or had access to a handgun seems firmly established. Until tomorrow at 9 a.m., I am Ryan Kearns for Wild Wild Trial.